Manga. Manga! What is manga? Is this a manga? If manga, then why not woman-ga? How old are these girls, and why is this chicken dressed for dinner? A gun. Bang, 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 bang. Please Tell Me Galko-chan is a slice-of-life comedy manga about the daily lives of an outgoing gal and her school friends. It's very cute, but it's crammed with fan service for us weirdos. The manga is quite unique in the world of manga in its structure. Each page is one or two questions that young people quite commonly have. Usually it's more intimate questions about the other sex, but more mundane questions slip in as well, but they're also quite practical. Stuff like what to do with a broken nail, for example. There are overarching story threads in regards to some characters or plot elements, but they're usually quite minor. Overall, it's incredibly slice of life, very mundane, day-to-day issues, but they're dealt with in very fun, cutesy ways, and they're not normally covered in manga, in fairness, not much in this quantity either. Who knows, you might learn something along the way. Also, I know what you're thinking, I don't care to learn about how women work, and that's on you, buddy. One of Galko-chan's undeniable strong suits are the characters. There's a lot. It's a really fun detail as well that all their names are actually nicknames and they're based on their sort of character archetype, their personality or their style. Galko is a star attraction, obviously. A cute blonde gal with large heart and empathy. She's very kind and loyal to her friends, fairly naive and ditzy, and she finds herself in often awkward and embarrassing situations. Galko has two main friends. One is Otako. She's an otaku, if you get it. She's much more of a reader, she's very quiet, but she does get to tease Galko from time to time. And her other friend, Ujo, or Ojo, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, to be honest. But she's the lady. She's very refined, comes from a wealthy family, but she's also an airhead at the same time. Alongside our three mains, we have our three supporting male leads, who are, and forgive me for the pronunciation, Charo, Otao, and Supo. Or Supo. They're quite typical for the male characters who are supporting, where they're just basically the main characters but gender swapped. They're only really there for male-centric issues and to ask questions, really, and to lecture on the girls. But our supporting cast actually shines in this manga. They're all mostly women, but we'll go through. There's too many to name. So what I'll do is I'll just go through my favourites, and you'll see why they're my favourites, and the rest will be down to you to find. We'll start off with the star of the supporting cast. It's Galko's older sister. She is just Galko, but older, bigger, and how shall I say, worldly. She's still very much a gal, taught Galko everything she knows, and she has an even larger sense of empathy. Her heart is bursting out of her chest, if you get what I mean. She's been known to annoy Galko by borrowing her school uniform without asking, because they both fit the same clothes, for reasons. There's also an in-universe sort of rumour, or maybe clues, that she's actually an adult, or has been an adult film actress, but that has never been confirmed. The second favourite is Nikuko, who fans of plus-sized elf will probably be quite taking a fancy to. She's a thicker girl, but very sporty. She could fit perfectly into plus-sized elf. Put some ears on her, boom, all sorted. She loves food, but she also does get a bit self-conscious at times. But she is confident in herself, and she's no stranger to the boys' attention. And finally out the favourites, it's Okeiko, not to be confused with Otako. She's your tall, scruffy girl, messy hair, messy clothes, and plays in a band. Oh, she also likes the occult as well. As with any supporting cast, she only pops up now and again, but I love her whole vibe. Okay, let's get on to the fun bit, because goddamn the visuals. Not only is the art absolutely phenomenal in this manga, it's always in full colour. It's such a rarity. Normally it's the first couple of pages and then it goes black and white. This is colour all the way through. So much work must have gone into this. Every book, or at least the collection of them, has the cover with the attention-grabbing art, the cover, again, but it's the alt, so it has all the dialogue to explain the context of the cover. The table of contents. Another piece of art, but this time it's with the title of the manga. A character sheet, just to give you the rundown on who's who. Another piece of nice art. The actual meat of the book itself, the actual chapters. Fun chapter breaks, and there's always dialogue down the side to explain a bit more about the characters. A few monochrome pages at the end, but they're usually movie discussions, which I do approve of. The glossary of all their names, their nicknames, and what they actually mean and why they have them. And lastly, a few more panels of the girls just being cute. That is all in one book, and there's 5 of them, all these collections. You get a lot of value for your money. The art is, again, amazing. We just went over the structure, but the actual art is amazing. Like, it pops, everything pops. The eyeliner and hair especially, and most of all on Galko. Her eyeliner is amazing, the way it shines through her hair. It's this lovely blonde hair, oh, absolutely fantastic. You dread to think about how long it took to actually draw every time. All those lines in her hair is so nice, but even the detailing on cloth looks like it took an absolute age to do. Everyone is so goddamn cute, especially the girls. So much personality in just the way they stand, or their facial expressions, or whatever they're doing. They all have something unique as well. Like, you can always pick them out at a glance. You have Galko and her blue scrunchie, and you have Otago with her red glasses, that sort of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't smut, but it's definitely horned up. Definitely catering to its audience here. Hello. Let's run through the list of interests. There are more, but that's for yourself to find, my man. So in no particular order, we have mountains, bigger mountains, Everest level mountains, fields, the opposite of mountains, thigh butt legs, I can think of a fun one for that one, chubby girls, schoolgirls obviously, gals, obviously, swimwear, undergarments and wardrobe malfunctions, mouth, teeth, tongues, feet. There's a lot of feet. Outfit/costumes, i.e. bunny, nurse, that sort of thing. Finally, just POV of girls being nice to you. The use of colour and layout on these pages, and the aforementioned perks, are just a joy to read. The level of detail is absolutely fantastic in every panel, it does not scrimp out. Even on texture, like if someone's wearing jeans, the way the shading's done and the way the lines are drawn, you get a feel for the texture. And that's just amazing to have in a 2D manga. Like, you'd be lucky to get a background in half of the stuff I read. I would love to get one of these prints on the wall, but there's too many to choose from. So in summary, if you didn't guess, yeah, I recommend it. You should read it. It's no plus size stuff, I recommend that all day, but that's for a very specific audience, and the audience is me. But this one's much more general. It obviously is a bit horned up, but it is very slice of life. It's very sweet, very endearing, and the art is amazing. The problems they deal with are very, very normal problems. It's fun to see how they deal with them, and if you find that particular bit a bit boring, they're probably going to go swimming afterwards, or take their shoes off if that's your thing. So come for the bazongas, stay for the friendships. So go read it, go on eBay, you'll find a copy quite cheap, I'm sure. It's probably on Amazon too, it will probably be secondhand by this point, but who cares? You can probably find a copy cheaper than cheap online, if you know where to look. And there's also an anime, so you can check that out if that's more your thing, if you're more of you need voices and visuals, but the manga's definitely where it's at for me. So overall, I have to say, if you didn't pick up on it already, I highly recommend this manga, not just for the bullet points, but just in general, it's really nice. You may find yourself learning something, and if you didn't, all the girls are cute, come on, just live with it. So, subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff, check out my Ko-fi page, and get out of here, you dirty perverts.